Hello, everybody. So in today's sessions, we are going to create how to create dashboard in MS Excel. So let us start. Let me share the screen with you. As you can see over here, we have a raw data, and then we have to create a dashboard using these raw data. The first thing that we have to do is that we have a project roadmap in which we have start date, end date, we have duration, and we have the client name. So we have to make the project roadmap with the help of the Gantt chart. So what we're going to do over here is that we are going to make a dashboard and we'll be making a Gantt chart based upon this raw data. The first thing that we have to do is that we have to select the start date. Then we have to go to insert. Under insert, we have to go to a 2D stack bar. So we will just select the 2D stack bar. In this, we know that this is representing the start date, and here we have this which represent the client name, which is written as 123456 instead of the name of the client. Now, what we have to do is that we have to add the data to it. So we will just select right click it and we will say select data. So which is on the series part, we are going to first of all add the duration as the name, and on this values, we are going to add the values of the duration. So this is going to create, we will do OK. So this is going to create a duration with the help of the 2D stack bar. As you can see that on the y-axis, we have 123456 instead of the client name. So for this, we will edit this and then we will just select the client name from here, right? The client onboarding, data gathering, develop solution, test, implementation, monitoring. So this is the process that the client do, right? And then we will do OK over here. And simply we will select this. So you can see over here that we have monitoring, implementation, testing, develop solution, data gathering, and client onboarding. The process that have been written over here are actually written in the wrong order, because what we have first is the client onboarding, then we have the data gathering, then we have develop solution, and then we have the testing implementation. Finally, we have the monitoring. So what we have to do is that we have to select this and we have to make sure that we have to format this access. So when you will go to format access, you will see over there that we have to just click on this checkbox which states that categories in the reverse order. So once you click on this, you can see that now the categories are written in the reverse order. The first is the client onboarding, then we have data gathering, then we have develop solution, testing, implementation, and monitoring. So now the order has been changed. Then we are going to select the date over here, which is the start date. And we are going to create basically that what is the start date and what is the end date. So for this, we are going to select the start date over here. And this is actually we will just do it in a date, right? Because we know that it is in a date. So we will just do it in a date, right? Then we have over here your end date, which is this date. So we will just select it and we will select it in the form of a date, right? Because we will do that later, that when we have to do it in the form of number. So as you can see over here that this is a start date and this is the end date. Now suppose if you need to change the format of the date, because here the date is written in the form of US, right? Which is the US format. So you just right click on it and just do a right click and right, just do a format cell. So when you do a format cell, here you can see that location is US. So just if you want to do it, you can just change UK and do OK. So now the date formats are coming in day, month, and year. Similarly, for the end date also, you can just right click on it and just go to the format cell and you can just do it according to UK, and then you can do OK and you will see that the format will be changed according to UK, as previously it was coming due to US. So that is why the month was coming before, then the day was coming, and then the year was coming. But now when you do it to UK, then first the day come, then the months come, and then the year come. So let me see where is UK over here. and we'll just find it in a moment. Um, so as you can see, the here mainly it is written for US, and for UK we can just select this, okay, and we can just select it in the format that it has been written, right? Any format that we want, we can do it. So let me just select this. This was written for this is written for US, and also if we want, we can change it to US because that is by default. Now this date that has been written over here. So we just want to change this date for the number format. So we just want to change according to numbers. We'll just click on it and we will select the number. Similarly over here, and we will select the number. Then we will just right click on this. This is for your dates, right? So for date, we right click and write format access. In the format access, in the minimum number, we have to write this number, which is 44805. And in the maximum number, we have to write the other number, which is coming out to be 44855. So this is 44855. We will just click over here and this number is selected. So you can see now the chart looks more applicable. We just have to click on this and we will just right click on it and do the format data series. And in the fill, we will just put over here as no fill. So the blue bars will be gone. And this is, you're going to change the color of this. So now you can change its color to any other color that you want. So just right click on just write format data series. And in this color, you can just select any color you want. Suppose for the red color. So this is for doing over here. We can just right click on it and write the format data access. So we can just put the values in whatever order we want, right? We can see that here it is no fill. Here we can see that what we want. What are the text direction? We want the text direction to be in what way we can also do it. The number of alignment. So this all can be selected. So after this, what we are doing is, this is actually looks like this is actually a Gantt chart, and we are just going to take this and put it inside under the project roadmap. So this will be selected and it will go inside the project roadmap. So this is a project roadmap and it uses a Gantt chart to basically tells you the time duration for each and every task that is selected. So if you want to represent it more better and want to see the dates over here, so just right click on it and just write data labels. So now you can see the data labels are selected. There means for the first client onboarding, it takes 2 days, and for the other it takes about 10 days, and the developed solution takes maximum, which is 20 days over here. And you can give a name, a chart title as a project roadmap. So you can just give it a name as a project roadmap. And this is how we create a project roadmap. So basically what you need to do first over here is that you have to select the start date. Then you have to go to insert. And in this, you have to insert your 2D stacked bar. After inserting a 2D stacked bar, what we did was that we select the series. And in the series, we added the duration. And on the 1 to instead of 1 to 3 4, we added this process. After that, we basically selected the top where your start date is written, and from the start to end date, and we find out what is the start date and the end date and convert it into the number in order to find out the sequence of duration from the starting to the ending of the process. So that we have done, and this is the project roadmap which we have created. If you want, we can make it a different color in order to look it more presentable. So now we come to your second question. The second question for which we have to make dashboard is sales by country. So you can see over here that we have different countries: Spain, France, Germany, Italy, Austria, Portugal. And we have this sales by the country from September 22 to December 22. And what we have to do is that we have to add the trend lines. So we have to just select on this cell. Then we will go to the spark lines and click on line. In this, it is asking for the data range. So we will just select and give this data range. And on the location range, definitely we have G20. So this is the location range that we have to do. We'll click on OK, and this is how a trend line will be formed. Now, suppose if you need to change something regarding the color of the trend line, you can change the color. And if you just want to make it more thicker, so you can select on the weight, and you can also change the weight. So this is the weight which is used for making it more thicker. So this is how, when we checked on this, it is 6 point, which is very thicker. So let's make it a little bit less thicker. After this, what we have to do is that you have to do shift down, which is going to select all the cells, and do control D. So this is your final trend line for every country. It is Spain, France, Germany, Italy, Austria, Portugal. So you can see the trend line to show that there's increase in growth in Spain and in Italy and in Austria, whereas and in Portugal it is just about 2%, right? Whereas we can say in Germany there is basically a decrease, and even in France there is a decrease in growth. So these two countries has a decrease, whereas the other four countries has an increase in the growth. Now we come to our third question, in which we have to make a gauge chart. So this gauge chart is actually just like a meter, in which we have three different areas. That means we have the red region, the yellow region, and the green region. The red region basically talks about the low performance. The middle, which is the yellow region, talks about the average performance, and the green region talks about the best performance. So for this, we have to first of all select the range. After selecting the range, we will just go to insert, and this we are going to select the donut. So this donut is like chart is selected. So we will select on chart title and delete the chart title. Similarly, we are going to select the legends and further delete the legends. Then what we have to do is that we have to select the blue region over here, and then we, after selecting the blue region, we will just go to format data point. Under format data point, we just want to change the shape of this blue region, and we need to bring it down. So that is why we will select 270 degree. We will move it 270 degree, and this donut size is about 55%. So this is how the donut looks like. Now, what we have to do now is that we have to select the lowest this region, which is of blue color, and we have to make it of no fill, as because we don't want it to appear. After this is, we will take this particular area of donut, and we are going to make it of red color. So this area will be of red color. Then we will take the middle area of the donut, and then we are going to make it for yellow color. So this is going to be for the yellow color. We will just select the yellow color, and then we will take this region, which is the last region, and we are going to make it for green color. So finally, this is what actually the gauge chart looks like, but it is incomplete because we still cannot just identify that where we are going to take the meter. So for this, we are going to select this cell, and then we will go and basically select, we are going to change the chart type over here. So for this, we are going to do change chart type. So there it is going to ask that what chart type do you want. So here we are going to select. So for this, we have first of all select the this and change series chart type. So this we have to select over here, that what chart type we need to change, because chart type is different for different types. So basically for this, okay, now before changing the chart type, we have to select the point. So we will just go to this, and we will write select data. Under the select data, it is going to add the series. In the series, it is first of all going to add the points. And just beneath in the values, it is going to add the values from 60 to 138. So we will do OK. So this is what we get when we select the values. So we will do OK over here. Now we have to select just the outer ring, just the outer ring, because we just don't want the inner ring. So we are just going to select the outer ring, just right click it and to change it to the series type. In this, the point, which is in the form of donut, will be changed into a form of a normal pie, and we will select it. Now this is what it looks like. We will just take the outer region, which is of the gray color, go to format data series and use no fill. We just have to select the outer region over here, right? This outer region and select is of no fill. Then we have to select this region, which is of blue color, and also make it of no fill. Then this is the meter that we have. So we will change it. We will do the format data point and make it let's to be 270 degree. So it will appear somewhere over here. Then we will just right click on it and we will select the data points of this value. The data points appear to be 2% over here. Then we can just select on this, double click on this, and then we can just select that it is 60%. After doing 60%, if we want to change it to, let's say, 55%, then we can see that this key will keep on moving on this side. Similarly, if we want to change its thickness, so that can also be done for this. Instead of 2%, if we make it 10%, then the thickness also changes and it become a little bit thicker as compared to previous. So if we just want to make it, let's say 10%, which is a fail actually. So now you can see that this is coming in a 10%, which is fail. And if it is like 50%, so which is actually coming in a region which is your yellow region. And suppose when we talk about a 99%, which is very good, so now it is coming in a region which is green. And suppose if we are talking about 90 region, so it is again coming in a green region. So depending upon this, what is minimum, bad, average, good, and max, we are going to put our this key in different region. So let's get it into 50%, right? And this is going to be coming in the yellow region. Now what we can do is that we have to first make sure that we have to take this and we have to put it inside the place where it will be coming in the employee satisfaction form. So we will just take this and we will just move it to your employee satisfaction form. Let me just, because as you can see over here, that this is little bit less in size. So we have to make it a little bit smaller, and this will be coming in your customer satisfaction form. So I hope this is clear to all of you that how we can make it in this form. For similar thing, we are going to do an employee satisfaction score. Similarly, in this, we are going to select the range first. This could be a good revision to the previous one. After this, we will go to insert and go to the charts over here. And in this, we have the donut. We will select the donut. Then we have this. We will just select this, the last one, and we will go to the format data point. And in this, we are going to select 270 because we wanted to change it into the different appearance and make it 55. After this is done, what we will do is that we are going to do it and unfill it. So we will again take this and do unfill of the blue part. We will just remove the chart title and the legends because they are not required. Then we are going to take this particular area, and then in this we were going to select it of red color. After that, we are going to take the middle region, and then this middle region will be changed into uh, will be also changed into yellow color, which we have already done before. So we will change into yellow color, and the last region that we have, again we are going to change it into a green color. So this will become like a green color over here. So this is how it looks like. Now what we have to do is that we have to make sure that we have to select the data. So for this, we will just right click on it and we will write select data. Under select data, we will add the series in which the name will be point and the series value will be defined as 45, 2 and 153 and do OK. So this is how it looks like. We will just take the outer part over here and just right click on it and do change series chart type. Under point, we will just take a normal pie and do OK. Similarly, over here, we have this gray area, which we will do no fill because we know that we do not want it to appear. Similarly, for the blue region also, you will do no fill over here. For this region that you have, you are going to create a basically you are going to create a different color. So you can make it a black color, let's say. After that, what you can do is that you can just click on it and you can add the data labels over here. After adding the data labels, you can just click on this and then you can basically talk about taking a different value, um, let's say 50 over here. So this value will come over here. Similarly, if you want, you can change it into different ways by just putting it different values over here, right? So once you do that, you will move it over here in different zone. So what we can do over here is that you can just take it. Let's say if you have a value like 20, so this is how it comes in different regions. And what you can do now is that you can just select this and put it inside the employee satisfaction score. So this will come inside your employee satisfaction score. So you will just click on this, go to this, and then you will put on, like, say, format data series. And in format chart and area, you will just go to this and do no fill because you do not want the output to the border to appear. After you have got this employee satisfaction score and your customer satisfaction score, now your part three is also finished. The fourth part is that you have to make a column chart, right? And you have your budgeted and your actual. So in this, you are going to select the data first. After selecting the data, you are going to go to insert. Under insert, you have to go to your 2D stacked clustered, or you can say 2D stacked. So you will just go to the clustered. When you have to select the clusters, now you have to select the blue one and the orange one. So first of all, you will select the orange part. Then you will go inside this and it will be asking you that what you want. So you will just right click on it and write format data series. Under format data series, you will just click on the secondary axis. So this is how it looks like in the secondary axis. For the series overlap, you are going to give it for a gap width, you will give it a gap width of 400. Similarly, for the blue portion, you will just select on it and you will just right click and in format series, you are going to give it, let's say 159. So this is what it looks like. Then what you can do is that for this color, which is your budget, you can just right click on it and go to format data series and give it the budget value as something which is in red color and something which is in orange. You will just right click on it and you will just go to this and in the color you are going to give it, let's say, the gray color. So this is what actually looks like. So you can just call it as a variance chart. So this is a variance chart between the budget and the actual price. So just give it as a name of the variance chart and write it over here. So this is a variance chart and it gives basically that what is the budgeted price and what is the actual price. So as you can see over here that in on this axis it is 500 and on this it is 450. Just so you just click on this one and just right click and you can write format axis. So the maximum it is asking you is 450. So you just have to put it 500 over here and do OK. So it is going to, when you're going to put a 500 over here, so this will be changing to 500, but there's no need for the two. You can just take this one and then you can simply just delete this because it's not required, and this becomes your final variance chart. So as you can see that this variance chart clearly explains you about the data. The As you can see that it talks about the secondary data, right? Which is in red is your budgeted value, so it's coming out to be 450, and in actual, which is in gray, is your actual value. Similarly, for the office space, you can see the actual value is coming out to be 50, and your budgeted value is coming out to be, let's say, 111. So this is actually the variance chart that you have created for the actual budget and for the actual and for the budgeted expense. So this chart is very useful and gives a very good explanation about a actual and a budget expense. Now we come to the last chart. This last chart is about the staff turnover, and it's look like a waterfall chart over here. So for this, we are going to select the entire data. After selecting the entire data, we are going to go to insert, and in this, we are going to select the waterfall chart. In the waterfall chart, you are going to select the last one, which is only the last one needs to be selected first. So when you're going to select, sorry, when you're going to select the last part over here, just right click on it and do set as total. So it will go beyond. Then what you can do over here is that you can select your increase and decrease. So for increase, you can take a value and make it of different colors, right? And for the decrease also, you can take a value and you can make it of, let's say, red color. Okay, all is selected. So we have to make sure that we have only have to select these two, and rest are not selected. So when you have, let's say, your decrease, so you will just right click on it and make it of red color, right? Whereas if you have increase, so you will just click on it and make it of green color. So this is basically your waterfall chart over here. So this is your final waterfall chart, which is very useful in order to find out that what is actually your new hires, right? So these are your new hires. This is your basically your 2022 totals. This is like we have done a layoff, and then we have done some departures also. So total we have 327 total in 2023. So this is your staff turnover. So as you can see over here, let us do a brief revision of what we have done. So today, first of all, we have created a Gantt chart. This is the data set, or we can say the raw data that was available to us, in which we have just the date, the starting date and the end date, and the duration, and the services, or the what is the process we have. So now we have created a Gantt chart of the project roadmap. The second thing that we have was that we have sales by country, and we created a trend lines. The third thing that we have was your customer feedback score and your employee satisfaction score. And with the help of this raw data, we were able to make a customer satisfaction score and the employee satisfaction score. The fourth part is your actual chart, which is your variance chart. So in this, we have actually find out that what is going to be the actual various budgeted approach. So for this, we actually found out that what is the actual, which is in gray, and this is the budgeted, which is in red. So as we move to the last part, we have the waterfall model. So in this, we have taken data, and this is the total, which is 327. And we can say that this data is used like in a decrease, and the one which is green is used in increase. So I hope that now we have made very beautiful dashboards with the help of raw data. So it was useful to you, and you could understand that how can we create the dashboards by using raw data. Thank you.